I welcome you guys to another video in this channel. Brace up, bring out your writing material, and bring out your ears so that you pay attention on on what I'm going to explain today, because this concept and this strategy I'm going to teach, you won't see it anywhere, I promise you. It's going to be the best of best. And I'm going to make sure I pour my heart and explain everything in this video. So you shouldn't be missing this video, and you shouldn't be skipping this video. Watch from the beginning to the ending, because both from the beginning to the ending is going to be very impactful. So in this video, I'm going to talk more on structure, because a lot of traders fail because they don't understand structure. Some traders do buy when market is selling, and some traders do sell and when market is buying, and some traders don't even know what they are doing actually. So I'm going to dive deep. In short, I'm going to dive deeper on structure. You get, teach you guys secrets that you don't know. If you're a beginner and you don't know anything about forex, my Telegram link is down. Hop into Telegram, go to description, you see my username, chat me up. I'll be hosting a mentorship. No date fees yet. I'll be hosting a mentorship, teaching beginners from beginners to advanced. At least this period, I'm very free for mentorship. Get so I'll be hosting a mentorship. So that's just it. Let's dive into the video. So a lot of traders get confused about structure, but I'll break it down. In market, based on my strategy and based on my concept, you get, I have three structures that I use in in analyzing and making my decision before I trade. You get, the first is monthly, the second is daily, and the third is 4 hour. You get, monthly time frame is for market trend. Let me write it down. M, which is monthly, is for market trend. Market trend. Then D, which is daily, is for market structure. Then 4 hour, sorry, I wrote dollar. 4 hour is for market change and market continuation. And market continuation. Continuation. So these are the time frames I use. You get, to understand what market is doing. Then I can now scale up to 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, I can now scale up to 30 minutes time frame to look for entry. So let me explain in deep what I'm talking about, so you guys you understand it. Listen attentively. Listen attentively so you won't miss anything I'm explaining. You get, so looking at this chart now, this is SAUSD, also known as gold, and is my favorite pair. In short, my only pair I trade. I trade commodity, and I don't trade any other pair apart from gold. So this is just it. Let me explain what I meant by what I'm saying so you guys will understand the concept. The concept is not that hard. The monthly time frame gives you the market trend. You get, it gives you the market trend. It shows you if market is trending up or market is trending down. You get, so that's what the monthly time frame gives us. You look at this chart now, you see that market is trending up. You get, yeah. If you go to the monthly time frame, you see that market is trending up. That's the market trend. Then daily time frame, you see the structure. You get, creating higher highs and higher lows. Then we will now go to 4 hour time frame. What does our 4 hour time frame tell us? Our 4 hour time frame tells us where we are going to. Do you understand the concept? Like it tells us this is where we are going to, and this is where we might likely stop. This is where we might change, and this is how we will change. Then when we have seen that this is where we are changing to, then we can now go to our 1 hour and look for entry from anywhere. Just look for entry and just move on. You get? If I will explain it better so you understand. You get? So let's go to the 4 hour time frame. So now in the 4 hour time frame, what we usually see in the 4 hour time frame is trend continuation or change in trend. If a trend has not broken out from 4 hour time frame, the trend has not changed. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If it has not broken out from 4 hour time frame, the trend has not changed. And in 4 hour time frame, we have something like this. We have protected highs and protected lows. If it breaks our protected low, it is not called a change of character if it did not break this protected low. This was the previous protected low, you get. So we can only call it a change in character if it breaks this protected low also. But it might not break it and start buying, you get. It might not break it and it will start buying. Then we'll not call it a change in character. But if it breaks it from our 4 hour time frame, not any other time frame, then we cannot call it a change. We cannot call it a change, and this will not be our protected low, and this will not be our protected high. You get. So this will be our trading range where we'll be looking for sales. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So how do we look for sales? We go to our 1 hour time frame, look for demand and supply zones. At the zones, we look for patterns. Those who trade my concept, my those that have taught so far that trade what I trade will understand what I mean. So in case if you don't understand, I'll leave the link to my Telegram channel in the description. Just go to the description, you hop into the Telegram channel. Then if you want to register for mentorship, you DM me. My username is in the profile. If you also want a one-on-one discussion with me, you can DM me also. I'll reply you if I see your message and if I'm free. Then if it's an urgent message, you can send like 1,000 stars down for urgent message reply. So let's dive into the video. So this now is our protected high and this is our protected low. So where do we look for entry? Around this zone, our range. Either 50% of this zone or any area in this zone. That's where we look for our continuation, because our 4 hour time frame has told us the trend. So we just come to this place and look for entry and dump. You get. Let me show you chart explanation, not just by drawing lines up and down. So this is the market. This is gold, SAUSD. Let's start from September 2nd, right? When the market started trending. Let's start from trend. So you see, market created a 4 hour high and a 4 hour low. You get. So at this point, this is our protected high and this is our protected low. PL and PH. You get the point now. So sorry, this is our protected low, this is our protected low, and this is our protected high. So we are supposed to be looking for entry within this range of our protected low and protected high, because overall market has not changed trend. If it changed trend, then we should be looking for inverse, which is sell. You get? So at this point, market came to this zone. If you look, this is a demand zone. Came to this zone from 4 hour time frame and bought. So when it bought, it created new protected high from 4 hour time frame. Remember 4 hour time frame, 4 hour, 4 hour. Let it ring in your head. 4 hour time frame. So this is the next protected low and this is the next protected high. You get? So our changing range should be around here. You get? So market did not react in any way around here. Rather, it came to a demand zone here and bought, creating a new protected low and a new protected high. You get? So we are supposed to take trades from here, but market did not give any good entry from here. Rather, it came and took out this our protected low, but it did not change trend. Get the concept? So how do we know that it did not change trend? Because of we trade gaps. I trade gap. Understand what gap is. So if you trade gap, you see that this is an entry. I trade imbalances because imbalances works on my pair and my pair is good. You get? This is my trade and this is meant to be take profit. 1:6. You get? So on a normal, since market broke out this zone, which is our protected low, since market broke out this zone, which are protected, we are meant to be looking for sales. But why we did not look for sales is because of market reacted from a gap here, right? So we should be looking for reason to continue buys here. I took buys from it. I even called out these buys. Go to my Telegram channel. Um, Thursday, 4th September, I called out these buys. Go and check it. You see it. I called out these buys in my Telegram channel. So now we now have this protected low and this protected high. So our entry now will now be from this zone. And if you look at this zone, we have to look for entry, you go to 1 hour time frame. You get? Understand the concept. You go to 1 hour time frame. After I finish explaining like this, we'll do a back test so you see how it works. So in the 1 hour time frame, we have this zone, which is our demand zone, right? We also have this zone, which is our candlestick range zone. If you don't understand what candlestick is, go to my Telegram channel and send a DM, register for mentorship so you understand all this stuff. It's not meant to be hard. You get? So now market reacted from this demand zone, you see, and went up, creating a new protected high. Sorry, creating a new protected high and a new protected low structure from the 4 hour time frame, entry from the lower time frame. Once structure changes from 4 hour time frame, that means overall it has changed. You get? So this is now a protected high and this is now a protected low. So what are we expecting? We are expecting market to go up, come down, and react from this zone. Rather, it did not react, it went up, giving us a new protected low. Sorry, giving us a new protected low and a new protected high. So you see, market did not react from this protected low. Rather it took it out, then went up. So how do we know that market was going to go up and how are we going to look for entry? If you look at this zone, you will see that market came here, market took it out, you get, created a change of character, So a break of structure. After creating a change of character, it created a break of structure. And we were expected to come down and start dumping. You get? But market did not dump. You see what market did? Let me delete this. See what market did? Market broke it out, creating a new protected low and a new protected high. This is a new protected low and a new protected high. So where should be your entry? This range. This range should be your this range should be your entry. You get? Where do you take entry from? You go to 1 hour time frame. Since you already know the structure of the market from 4 hour time frame, you go to 1 hour time frame and you take entry. How do you take entry? If you come here, you will see that market is selling, 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 and broke our structure. So your entry should be from here. Your entry should be from here. And SL will be here. Targeting the next protected high. 1:4. That's just it. That's just how the concept works. You get? So that's just how the concept works. Let's continue. So you go over to 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame is what gives you the structure to tell you what is really, really happening. Let me delete this. Or let me leave it. Let me just delete it. Let me delete it so you guys will see clearly what I'm doing. Let me zoom the chart so you see. So what is it? See, if you look here now, you see that this is another protected high. Because why is it called a protected high? Because it has broken out. See, this is where the structure broke, creating a new protected high. Sorry, and a new protected low. You get the point now. That's the new protected high and the new protected low. So market came down, broke it out. You get came down and broke it out, creating a new protected low from 4 hour and a new protected high from 4 hour. So we should be looking for buys from this zone, which is the range of our protected highs and lows. But if you look at this chart now, you see that market actually bought from this place and it couldn't hold it. So where should we be expecting another buy from this zone? But since market has taken out this zone, we cannot yet call it a change of character. If only you get me, if only market had sorry, mm, if only market had come here and sold, but instead of market selling from here, it broke out the structure. It broke out the structure, telling us that buyers are active. You get? So that is a demand zone. If we are to look for entry, we look for entry from this zone. You get the concept. Understand this concept. It will help you a lot. This is why I do trade. You get? And I'll show you how I caught that trade on GBP USD, the one I called out in the group. The one I called out in the group. I'll show you how I caught it. How I caught the trade. So now we now have new protected highs and new protected lows. We have this as our protected high and this as our protected this as our protected low and this is as our protected high. No, not that. This is our protected low and this is our protected high. You get? So we were expecting market to come down to this zone and buy. You get? But it did not. Rather, it's created another new protected high and another new protected low. You get? So this now become our trading range, but market did not buy from there. It dumped, yeah, it dumped, and that dump was just one candlestick. It dumped from there. So when it dumped from there, it reacted from gap. Remember I told you that I trade gap. You get, this is the gap between here and here. So automatically this should be our entry, targeting the next protected high. This is the next protected high. So when it targeted that protected high, it created a new protected high, or you call it higher high, and a new protected low from 4 hour time frame. So where are we going to be looking for trade from? From our range, from the within the range of the protected high and the protected low from 4 hour time frame. Then what do we do? Since we know that this is the range of the protected high and protected low, what do? We go over to our 1 hour. We can even scale to 30 minutes or scale to even 5 minutes. You get, understand the concept. Just understand the concept. So looking at our 1 hour time frame now, we can now see zones. We can now see our demand zone. If you use your fib, sometimes I do use fib to check where market might come to. So if you use your fib, you will see that this is our 50% zone. There might be reaction from here or here. But regardless, our fib will not tell us, will not give us entry. What will give us entry is our confirmation. You get? So how do we get our confirmation? This is a demand zone, right? And this is another demand zone. You understand the concept? So if you watch, you see, market has not broken out this our protected high, and it has not broken out this our protected low. So we are still within this range. So automatically, it's either market come to this demand zone, give us a buy structure and buy, or it comes to this demand zone, give us a buy structure and buy, because we are still within our 4 hour protected high and our 4 hour protected low. Remember, the structure is 4 hour. 1 hour down is entry. You get? So I took this trade actually. I took this buys from here. I took this buys from here. I took the buys from here. No, this is the first one I took actually. Then I took the second one. I got stopped out in the second one. I was targeting here. I was targeting this protected high. It went in profit and stopped me out in break even. You get? Then if you watch this now, you see that market came to this our demand zone within our protected highs and low and created a confirmation. What is the confirmation? Bullish engulfing. So if I'm supposed to take trade, I'll take trade from here. SL will be here and TP will be targeting our next protected high. See it? You get the concept. So now that trade has hit take profit, what do? Go to our 4 hour time frame and look for the next protected highs and lows. So if you look at, this is the next protected high and the next protected low. So we should be looking for entries around this range of our protected highs and lows. Sorry, yeah, that's it. No, that is not these are protected high, these are protected high, these are protected low. So we should be looking for range. If you're looking for entry around these are protected highs and lows. So what do? We can use our fib to find out our 50% zone. So our 50% zone is this demand zone. Sorry, that's not a demand zone actually. This zone, it came to our 50% zone and bought. You get? It came to our 50% zone and bought, but it was not able to hold the buy. Rather, it came down and did not break our protected low. It did not break our protected low from our 4 hour time frame. So immediately it did not break our protected low, we go to 1 hour time frame to see what is happening. You get? You go to 1 hour time frame, you see that since market did not break the protected low, It came down. It was meant to sell because it was reacting from this gap. It was meant to sell, but it did not. Get the concept. It did not sell. Rather, it broke out. So what do? We look for entry around this zone and continue the buys to the next 4-hour protected high. To the next 4-hour protected, because our 4 hour is telling us that market has not changed trend. You get the concept. 4 hour is telling us that market has not changed trend yet. So we just continue with it and we move. So if you go to the 4 hour now, I don't want this video to be too long. I don't want this video to be too long. Go to 4 hour, you see that we have a new protected low and a new protected high. Where's my arrow? A new protected high. So automatically we are going to be trading around the range of our protected high and low. So what do? We go to our 1 hour time frame and just look for entry. I caught entry from here. I got stopped at break even. I caught entry from here. I took a buy from here because we already at our protected highs and lows. So what do? We just look for entry around this place. If you look at this zone now, you see that this is first entry. Why is that called first entry? Because that is a range zone, candle range. If you don't understand the concept, I'll teach you the concept. Maybe one of these days I'll teach candle range on this YouTube channel. So if we are to take another entry, if market did not hold from here, then it will hold from here because this is also our candle zone. You get, because it is within our range of our 4 hour protected highs and low. So I took buys from here. You get, I took buys from here. I took buys from here. I was targeting the next protected high. So market sniped down. I wasn't active. Market sniped down and took me out at break even. You get, just understand the concept. So if you go to a 4 hour time frame now, if you go over to a 4 hour time frame, what will you see? You see that this is, sorry, let me delete that. It's obstructing me. So if you go over to 4 hour time frame, you see that, can you hear me? Yeah, I think you can hear me. Go over to 4 hour time frame. This is another protected high and protected low. So we are supposed to be looking for trades around this zone. So regardless, market did not come. It just came down a little and created a new protected high. This is one, this FSCM chart, and a new protected low. You get, then it took it out. You get, so what the market do? Market broke. You get, reacted and sold, creating a change. So when market changed, it gave us a new protected high and a new protected low. Let me delete this. Let me show you the new protected high and new protected low. So this was our new high. Sorry, this is our new high and this is our new low. Then if you watch this, our protected low, market has not changed. Market has not broken out this protected low. So automatically, is either market comes down here, comes up here and break this protected low, or market from 4 hour time frame changes trend to bullish. If market wants to change trend, what do? It comes here, do as if it want to come down, then break, then start buying up. You get. So regardless, we have this protected high and protected low. So since we know that market has changed character, we should be expecting either market to buy to sell from here or changes character to the bullish side. Let me let me show you example from another chart, from another pair, which is a currency pair. So you won't say it works only on gold, it works everywhere. Let me delete all this. So let's check another pair. Let's check GBP USD, my favorite currency pair. Let's use Owando charts. Owando is okay. Use Owando charts. Think I'll delete this. Let me delete all these my drawings. I draw a lot on my. Let me delete this. You get the point. So first of all, monthly to see the picture. You get. So market trend monthly doesn't really matter that much. Daily structure. What is the structure telling us? See what the structure is telling us. Look at the charts very well. Let me zoom in so you see it. They say once you start seeing it, you can't unsee it. And once you start unseeing it, you can't see it. Um Mark Douglas will say you are the energy you charge. If you read trading in the zone, any energy you charge, that what reflects you. So if you charge the energy of my concept, my concept will reflect you. You get. So that's just it. You have to just understand it. It works. It works. Mostly what the problem with trading is psychology. Psychology, that's just it. Strategy works. You get. Psychology, because psychology of holding trade, psychology of knowing when to get out, psychology of knowing when to quechiri for those that speak Igbo, psychology of knowing when to do what is necessary. You get. So that's just what hold people back in trading. That's just it. So this is GBP USD. Let me show you how it works. So daily time frame now, we'll now see the structure. What is the structure? Bullish, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher highs, took out this zone, created, broke. It changed character here, came down. So automatically we should be tanking down. You get you get the concept. So that's what our daily time frame is telling us. So we will now go to our 4 hour time frame and check market change and market continuation. Market change and market continuation. So look at this zone now. You see that markets came here, right? Market was selling actually. It came here and was meant to dump, right? But it didn't. Rather, it changed character. Remember, I said we won't say yes that actually changed character if it did not break out from this zone. So when it broke out from this zone, we now say yes, it has changed character also. If you look at this zone now, this is our gap. If you don't understand gap, that one will be a private lesson. I won't teach gap in my YouTube, or I might teach it if I feel like. It's my YouTube. So these are gap. That would be our entry. We get. So you see, market came here, buy, just like that, higher highs, book structure, higher highs, just like that. But something happened here. It came down, it came up and broke, it changed character at this point. So we were expecting market to just continue going up, but it didn't. Rather, it came down, telling us that yes, at this point, I have fully changed structure. Remember, I said structure changes from 4 hour time frame. Structure changes from 4 hour time frame. Then entries from 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, just like that. So see, it changed structure at this point. So and at this point now, what will our head be programming? Our head will be programming cells. So automatically, we are now within this this range, this zone. And now within this zone now. So we should be looking for sales around this range. But what the market do? Market broke out, giving us a new high and a new low. So what are we going to be looking for now? Sales around this range. So if you watch, for those that trade my concept, you understand what I mean by range. This is a range. So if I was to take this trade, sales from here, you get. Overall, just understand the structure. If you understand the structure, it will be very, very easy. So I will explain to you guys how I caught that sales that I posted on my Telegram channel. See, you see, market sold. Immediately, market sold, it created this zone and this zone, protected highs and protected lows. It sold again, creating a new protected high and a new protected low. So automatically, we are supposed to be trading around this range for sales. But what the market did, market went up, did not sell, broke out, creating a change of character. But we can't call it a change of character because it has not broken out and created a break of structure. See what it did? It came to this zone and came down. You see, telling us that yes, from the 4 hour, we are going to be looking for sales. You get? So what did I do? I waited for market to come to this zone. This is a demand zone. If you go to 4 hour time frame, sorry, if you go to 1 hour time frame, you see that that's a demand zone. Let me show you what I did. I waited for market to come to this demand zone. This demand zone gave me a confirmation, then I sold. Just understand the concept and it's help you. Then where will our take profit be? Within this protected, this is now a protected high and this is now a protected low from the 4 hour time frame. I will backtest this strategy so you see it. It's not contour. You see it. On the 4 hour now, we now have that protected high and that protected low. So this our protected high and protected low gave us a new protected high, which is this zone, and our new protected low, which is this zone. So where are we going to be looking for entry? We are going to be looking for entry within the range of our protected high and our protected low. So do you see? We will look for sales at this zone. SL above the protected high, targeting this zone. You see? So market dumped and created a new protected high. Are you seeing it? And a new protected low. So where should we be looking for entry? Around this zone of protected, but it did not come to that zone. Rather, it created a new protected high, a new bearish protected high, and protected low. It took it out, created a new protected low and protected high. So it broke out, telling us that buyers might come in at this zone. Buyers might come in at this zone, but we were expecting it to continue buying, but it did not. Rather, it came down. You get, giving us a new protected high and a new protected low. So we are now within this range for sales, but market did not sell from that zone. Rather, it broke out. You get, it broke out. It broke out, right? Giving us a new protected high and a new protected low. So we can only say it is bullish if it has taken out this protected low, which it did. You get? It took out this protected high, giving us a new protected high and a new protected low. Then see what market did. It changed character. It changed character to the very side. You get? Changed character to the very side. How do we know that it has changed character? Because it broke out this protected low. And we can only say market has broken out when it breaks out both body and wick. It must break out the wick and it must break out the body. You get? So that's just it. So it broke out. When it broke out, we did not say it market is going to sell, because market might likely buy to the upside. You get? But it did not. Rather, market created a new protected low and a new protected high, telling us that yes, sellers are now active. Remember, all this is now from our 4-hour time frame. And let me explain how I caught that sell. So all this now on our 4-hour time frame. So we were expecting market to react from the range of these our protected highs and low, but it did not. So what did it do? It created a new protected high and a new protected low, which is this zone. Then I said if market created this protected high and protected low, then we should be trading around this range of our protected high and protected. So what did I do? I already know my structure from 4-hour. I went to my 1-hour time frame. I saw a demand zone here, right? Then I short the market. Very simple. I shorted the market. My SL was here, targeting down, down, down. You get? Because I already know my protected highs and my protected low. You get? So now I have this protected high and I have this protected low. So now market should be trading within this zone of my protected high and low. So I waited for market to come back to my demand zone, and it gave me confirmation, right? It gave me confirmation for my 1-hour time frame. What was my confirmation? My confirmation is that it came to my 1-hour time frame and gave me an engulfing candle. That was my confirmation. You get? So it came here, I sold. If you go to my Telegram channel, you will see all these trades. It's there. It was called out in the VIP group. You get? So this is it. This is the sales. So now we now have a new protected low. Sorry. We now have a new protected low and a new protected high. So this is the range of our trade. We are now trading within this range of our protected high and low. Structure from 4-hour. So if you go to your 1-hour time frame, right, you see that this is the zone. So what do? We wait. If you look at this chart now, you see that this is a demand zone, right? This is a demand zone. So what are we expecting? We are expecting market to come to this place, give us a confirmation, and we dump it. Very simple. Or market go to our 4-hour time frame and shows us that we want to change trend, then we follow up and buy. Very, very simple. Every trend changes from 4-hour time frame and every trend continues from 4-hour time frame. If you have any question, post your question in the comment section or go to Telegram, inbox me, and I'll reply if I'm less busy. You get? So this is how the concept works. It is very, very easy, I promise you. It's very, very easy. What is hard is the psychology. Can your psychology wait to take profit? Can your psychology know when to break even? Is your psychology afraid? That's just it. So in terms of strategy, if you don't understand, if you want to understand more about this strategy, you can hit me, inbox me. I've not actually fixed any day for mentorship, but possibly before December, I'll fix a day for mentorship. So I can teach more on this concept. You get? I call it advanced price action. That's why I call my concept advanced price action. You get? So let's backtest it. It's not by talking. Let's backtest it. Let's see if it is working. You get the point? So let's backtest it and see if it is working actually. Mm. So the platform I use for my backtesting is called Traders Casa. I'll keep the link to Traders Casa in my description. So you can also use Traders Casa for your backtesting. Traders Casa is a very reliable platform. We use it for backtesting and you get offer to visual funds, demo funds where you can backtest and see what you can possibly do with your strategy and with your concept. So I've talked about my strategy and I've explained the much I could about my strategy. So now let's backtest it. Let's see if it's actually working or I'm just talking nonsense. You get? So if you look at my screen, you see that this is SAUUSD chart because that's why I trade. I don't trade any other thing apart from SAUSD. If I want to trade currency, it will be GBP pairs, that's Britain pairs, either GBP USD or GBP JPY. But I seldom trade GBP JPY. If I want to trade, I trade GBP USD. Like those sales now, you see, it was trade that was taken. You get, and I called it out. So let's backtest. Let's backtest. Let me show you how it works. So it's not by talk. So actually, this was the backtest I was doing before I decided to record this video because I felt like a lot of people out there need this video. A lot of you guys need this video. It's very important. You guys need it. You need the video. So I decided to make the video. So this is the actual balance of the backtesting, 717. So with the strategy I've just explained now, let's see if you can grow this balance to a good figure. Let's see. Let's play. Mm, so let's do something. When you have a strategy that works, it builds your confidence. So let's see. Remember I said first of all, monthly market trend. You get market trend monthly. What is the trend? Bullish. You dey buy. You dey get. You just dey buy. The market just dey buy. You get. So we don't know what to do. We just know that it's just buying. Then daily you see the structure. We see that e dey create higher highs and higher lows, which is e dey buy kwa. You understand? So that's just it. Then we go over to our 4 hour time frame. You get, go over to our 4 hour time frame and you see that that's when you now see the structure. From our 4 hour time frame, you see that this, sorry, you see that this is our protected low. Sorry, what's the market doing? This is our protected low, and we don't know our protected high yet. So let me play. Let's see if we can. I'll make this thing very fast because I need this video to be fast. You get, so let me make it fast. Mm. Let me still increase the speed because I need fast back test. Fast, fast. There's no time. You get as it dey hot, as it dey hot. So for now, we don't have any protected highs. Okay. So now this is now our protected high. You get, and this is our protected low. So what is our trading range? This is our trading range. Why is this thing too big? Why is this circle too big? Anyways, regardless, that's just for back testing. So this is now our trading range. So let's play it and see what's happening. Remember I said structure changes, structure breaks when market break out both the body of the candlestick and the wick. So let's see what's happening here. Oh, I'm using a free trader casa platform. That's why you're seeing ads on my screen. So just have a little patience, let it get out. You understand it? Mhm. So close. So now let's watch and see. Let's watch and see what's happening. So we are now within this range. So what do? We draw our fib. You get, we draw our fib to this zone. First of all, this is our candle range zone. If you don't understand candle range, come and pay for mentorship. Not everything I go teach you now for YouTube. This is our candle range zone, and that's a demand zone also. So automatically we should be looking for buys at that zone. You get. So let's see what's happening there. So we'll hop into our 1 hour time frame and see what is waiting the sup there, waiting the sup for there. So you see, market broke it out. Market did not give us any trade there, so we'll wait patiently to see if we can get a trade. Okay, so market is reacting from this zone also. This is also our candle zone. You get, so let's see what if market is going to do. So now see what market has done. You get, market is showing us a bullish sign because we are still within our range. So what do? We just go over and just place our buy, and our SL will be here targeting. Remember my balance is 717 on this trader casa, targeting our next listing. So let me place this trade. I'll be risking 50% of my account. Don't go and risk 50% in your live account to get short. Let me risk 100%. Okay, 100%. No, but let me risk 50%. This is just for education, for analysis purpose. That does not mean that you should go and reach this thing. So let's play this and see what will happen in the market. So it has activated. Let's see what's going to happen. I will increase the speed of this so you see it. So now you see market is going up. You get, because we are within our 4 hour range. You get. Let me see what 4 hour is doing. Whether 4 hours change trend. So you see, market was meant to buy. You get. But from our 4 hour now, you see that market has changed trend. Market wants to change trend, not that it has changed trend. You get. So we now have this protected low. Sorry, we have this protected low that has not changed yet. So let's see what market will do. Let's play this. It has not yet changed though. Understand the concept. We still have we are still with this protected low and this protected high. You get. Wait. Okay. So I saw something now. If you zoom close, you will see that at this point, let me zoom so that you see it. You see that at this point, market broke out this candlestick and broke out this wick, showing us that there was actually a change of trend here. You see it. So, but I will still hold this trade. You get. I will hold this trade. If market breaks here, I'll enter a sell. So let's see. You see. So now, market has shown us that yes, it is actually bearish. You get, because it has sold, come down. Sorry, it has sold, come down, and it has broken out this zone, created. So let's play it, and you see it. So what do we do at this point now? We look for sales from our 1 hour time frame. Go to our 1 hour time frame and look for sales. This is our demand zone from 1 hour time frame. I guess I have to delete this. Yeah. And so market is now giving us a sell confirmation. So what do? We sell. Remember our balance was 717. Let's see our protected low and our protected high. So this is our protected low and our protected high. You get. This is now our protected low. Sorry. This is now our protected low and our protected high. So we can actually sell from here, targeting this zone. So let me open position. I'll still risk 50% of my account, so you see it. Hope this recording has not paused. Okay. Oh, Did you see? Did you see the dump? Did you see the dump? You see the way market dumped? That's just it. That's just how it works. So let's continue playing. You saw the dump, right? You saw the dump. So I started trading at $717. I took my first trade. It hit LCL. Then I took my second trade. You see the dump. That's just how it works. You get? That's just how it works. If you don't understand, you want me to elaborate more, you can send a DM. But it's not free. I won't teach you the the inner concept of this strategy for free. You get? I'll be hosting a mentorship soon. If you're interested, you can just hit me a DM. Hit me a DM. So this is just it. Started with 717. We are up almost some percentage. You see, that's just how the strategy works. Not it doesn't need any much stuff. You get? So that's just it. I wish you all good luck, and I just hope you guys understand it the way I understand the strategy. And if you don't understand it, I'm free. You can DM me. Also, my name is Oracle, and just if you like the video, hit the like, subscribe, share the video to as many people as you like, so that the algorithm will just push it to people around. You get? So that's just it. That's just how it works. I explained the strategy and I back tested it in your presence. You get? So I don't have any much to say. Thank you all for watching from the beginning to the ending. I really appreciate. I do appreciate for real. Thank you. See you in the next video. And if you like this video, comment in the comment section that you love the video. Bye.